How to make people who once underestimated you unable to stop thinking about you. The answer doesn't lie in chasing after them or desperately seeking validation. Instead, true attraction begins when you master yourself and take full control of your emotions. Imagine this. You step back, stay silent, and pour your energy into self-improvement. Your absence creates a void they can't ignore. Suddenly, they start noticing your growth, and they wonder about you. They begin to realize your value was never something to take for granted. Stoicism reminds us that real strength comes from self-control and composure in any situation. True, lasting appeal isn't about pleasing others. It's about confidence and independence. When you stop chasing approval, you naturally become more mysterious and captivating. And here's the truth. If they come back, it's because they finally recognize their loss. But if they don't, you've cleared the path for better people to enter your life. Either way, you win by focusing on your personal growth. Before we dive in, if you enjoy lessons from Stoic philosophy, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss new content. If you find this video helpful, drop a 1 in the comments below. If you think it could be improved, leave a 2 so I can keep growing and bringing you better insights. Are you ready? Let's explore the common mistakes people make in relationships and, more importantly, the strategies to fix them so you can regain control and confidence. Let's dive in. Emotional detachment, the key to mastering your emotions and preserving your self-worth. Emotional detachment doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent. It's about mastering your reactions so that no one else can control your emotions. When you learn to detach emotionally, you stop reacting impulsively to others' behavior. Instead, you remain calm and in control of yourself. Why is this important? When your emotions are tied to someone else's actions or reactions, you become dependent. A text, a comment, or even their silence can make you anxious and overthink. This dependence often leads to losing your self-worth and becoming overly needy, craving their validation. But what if you could flip the script? Imagine staying calm and confident even when someone becomes distant or indifferent. This is where emotional detachment comes into play. When they start pulling away, instead of panicking or trying to win them back, you stop. You don't chase after them, question their behavior, or go out of your way to please them. Instead, you shift your focus inward. You remind yourself that your emotions are within your control, not theirs. This pause allows you to avoid insecurity and the constant need for approval. The power of calm confidence. Learning to stay calm in moments of uncertainty not only protects your emotional well-being, but also highlights your confidence and self-worth. This mindset doesn't just help you stay grounded, it makes you truly strong in any relationship. The Stoic wisdom of emotional detachment. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote perfectly captures the essence of emotional detachment. You can't control others' actions, but you can always control your reactions. A practical example of emotional detachment. Imagine you're dating someone and everything starts out amazing, but recently they've been texting less and acting distant. The natural reaction might be to send more messages, ask what's wrong, or try harder to get their attention. Unfortunately, this approach can come off as needy and desperate, pushing them further away. But what if you practiced emotional detachment instead? You pause. You acknowledge the situation but don't let it affect your mood or self-worth. You carry on with your life as if nothing has changed. The power of silence. Not reacting impulsively sends a powerful message. You don't depend on their attention to feel happy or validated. This approach not only preserves your confidence, but also creates space for you to assess the situation clearly. Maybe they're just busy or stressed, or maybe they're testing your reaction. By remaining calm and avoiding emotional overreactions, you prevent yourself from pushing them away further. Caring without clinging. Emotional detachment doesn't mean being cold or indifferent. It's about finding the balance between caring and maintaining self-respect. You still care, but you don't let their actions dictate your emotions. You show love without losing yourself. This balance keeps you grounded and allows you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. The true strength of emotional detachment. When you practice emotional detachment, you stay calm and confident no matter how others behave. You remain in control of your emotions instead of letting others control them. This quiet confidence is incredibly attractive and empowering, a core principle of Stoic philosophy. Key takeaway: control the inner world, release the outer world. Emotional detachment is the ability to control your inner world and let go of the need to control what happens outside of you. It shows others that their distance or indifference doesn't rattle you, and this unshakable, calm confidence becomes magnetic. When you stop reacting emotionally, people notice. They start to wonder, why aren't you chasing them? Why aren't you worried? And in that moment, the power dynamic shifts. You're no longer seeking their approval. Instead, they start to feel your absence and realize the value they may have taken for granted. Mistakes to avoid to maintain your value. When someone pulls away or loses interest, it's easy to fall into the trap of overreacting, sending multiple texts or calling repeatedly, overanalyzing their behavior and acting needy, making excuses to see them. These behaviors can make you appear insecure and desperate, further diminishing your value. By mastering emotional detachment, you protect your self-worth and maintain your dignity in any relationship. When you stop chasing and start focusing on yourself, you naturally become more attractive and respected, not because you're trying to impress anyone, but because you're in control of your own emotions. And that's the ultimate power move. Mistake 1. Chasing too hard. One of the most common mistakes in relationships is trying too hard to get someone's attention, whether it's through constant texting, calling, or finding excuses to meet up. Why is this a problem? By doing this, you're unintentionally sending the message that you need them to feel validated. Unfortunately, this can make you appear needy and less attractive in their eyes. How to fix it? Stop chasing. Take a step back and resist the urge to reach out repeatedly. Focus on yourself. Reinvest your time and energy into personal growth, hobbies, and things that make you happy. Practice emotional detachment. Let go of the need to control the outcome. Instead, focus on what you can control, your own emotions and actions. Why does this work? When you stop pushing for their attention, you shift the dynamic of the relationship. Suddenly, you become more mysterious. They start wondering why you're no longer chasing them. Unpredictable. You're no longer acting out of fear or insecurity. Attractive. Confidence and independence are naturally magnetic. A key truth to remember. People value what they have to work for more than what is freely available all the time. So instead of rushing to seek approval, step back, stay composed, and create the space for them to come to you. What's next? Stay tuned for the next section, where we'll dive deeper into other common mistakes to avoid and explore strategies to maintain confidence in any situation. Mistake 2. Over-communicating and over-explaining. Another common mistake when someone starts to pull away is talking too much or over-explaining your feelings and intentions. You might believe that opening up or clarifying your point of view will make them understand and come back, but in reality, this often has the opposite effect. Why does it backfire? When you over-communicate, you may unintentionally overwhelm them, making them feel pressured or suffocated. Show insecurity, signaling a lack of confidence. Eliminate mystery, leaving no room for them to think about you or miss you. Instead of drawing them closer, this behavior often pushes them further away. The Stoic solution: less is more. The Stoics teach us that true strength lies in emotional restraint and self-control. So instead of sending long messages or pouring your emotions out, stay silent and keep your distance. Let them wonder about what you're thinking or feeling. Allow your absence to create space for them to reflect on your value. This approach isn't about playing games, it's about showing confidence and emotional independence. The power of silence. Silence can be louder than words. When you stop explaining yourself and step back, you communicate strength. You don't need to beg for attention or justify your actions. Create mystery. They'll naturally start wondering what's going on in your mind. Build value. Your absence makes them feel the lack of your presence, forcing them to reconsider their feelings. Key takeaway: actions speak louder than words. Rather than over-explaining or trying to fix things through words, let your actions do the talking. Focus on your own growth and happiness. Practice emotional detachment and stay composed. Give them the space to reflect and feel your absence. Confidence, restraint, and silence often leave a stronger impression than words ever could. Mistake 3. Losing yourself and abandoning your passions. Another common mistake is sacrificing your own life and interests just to gain someone's attention. This might look like rearranging your schedule to fit their availability, canceling plans with friends to be with them, neglecting your hobbies and passions. What's the result? When you do this, you become too available and dependent. Your world starts to revolve around them, and as a result, they stop valuing you because you're no longer a challenge. You lose your sense of self, which can make you seem less attractive and less interesting. Instead of drawing them closer, this behavior often has the opposite effect. It pushes them away. The Stoic solution: focus on personal growth. Stoicism teaches us to find fulfillment within ourselves, not in external circumstances or people. So rather than losing yourself, focus on building your own life. Pursue your passions and hobbies. Invest in your career and friendships. Maintain your emotional and mental independence. Why does this work? People are naturally drawn to confidence, independence, and self-fulfillment. When you prioritize your own growth and happiness, you show that you don't need anyone to complete you. Become more interesting and attractive. Inspire others to want to be part of your life instead of taking you for granted. Be someone worth pursuing. When you stay true to yourself and continue to live a full, meaningful life, you project confidence and strength. Make them feel like they need to earn a place in your world. Create desire by showing that your happiness doesn't depend on them. Key takeaway: never trade yourself for attention. Don't sacrifice your identity to win someone over. Instead, stay grounded in your values and priorities. Keep growing personally and professionally. Show that you're complete and thriving, with or without them. People are naturally drawn to those who live rich, fulfilling lives. Confidence and independence are magnetic, and the more you focus on being your best self, the more effortlessly you attract others. Mistake 4. Seeking constant reassurance. Constantly seeking reassurance is a sign of insecurity and can weaken your appeal in a relationship. When someone starts to pull away, the natural reaction is to ask if they still care or to try to clarify where things stand. However, this need for validation can send the message that you lack confidence in your own worth. The problem with seeking reassurance. When you look to others for validation, you unintentionally appear needy and insecure, create pressure in the relationship, diminish your confidence and independence. The Stoic solution: trust yourself. Instead of looking to others for reassurance, focus on building trust in yourself. Believe that if someone truly wants to be with you, they will choose to stay without being pressured. Work on managing your own thoughts and emotions rather than trying to control their reactions. Why does this work? Confidence and composure are some of the most attractive qualities you can have. When you stop seeking external validation and start trusting your inner value, you relieve pressure in the relationship, naturally become more appealing and magnetic. Show that you are secure in your self-worth. Key takeaway: focus on inner confidence. Rather than seeking constant reassurance, invest in personal growth and self-trust. Show the world that your happiness and worth aren't tied to external validation. Confidence is irresistible. When you believe in yourself, others will too. Mistake 5. Reacting emotionally. It's natural to have emotional reactions when someone confuses or disappoints you. Maybe they didn't reply to your message or cancelled plans at the last minute, and your feelings flare up. In the heat of the moment, you might send an impulsive text, express your frustration, or even cut off contact entirely. Why does this backfire? These reactions often backfire. They create drama and tension, pushing the other person further away instead of drawing them closer. The Stoic solution: emotional self-control. Practicing emotional self-control can help you avoid negative responses. Instead, take a step back. Breathe deeply and let your initial emotions settle before responding. Focus on responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. When you show that you're not easily shaken by someone else's actions, you demonstrate emotional maturity. This not only makes you appear more confident, but also incredibly attractive. The Stoic philosophy: emotional strength. The philosophy of Stoicism views emotional control as the ultimate strength. Mastering your emotions not only helps you stay calm in any situation, but also makes you stand out in any relationship. Key takeaway: respond, don't react. Emotional control is power. Instead of acting out of frustration or impulse, take a pause. Show that you are grounded, confident, and self-assured. When you respond with calmness and clarity, you naturally earn respect and admiration. Mistake 6. Trying to convince someone of your worth. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make. When you feel someone pulling away, it's natural to panic. You might feel the urge to plead your case, listing all the reasons why they should stay, explaining why you're the perfect choice, or desperately trying to highlight everything they'd lose if they walked away. But here's the truth: your worth can't be proven with words. Your value doesn't come from explanations or justifications. It shines through in your actions, your confidence, and the way you carry yourself. No one can be forced to see your worth if they don't already recognize it for themselves. And honestly, you shouldn't have to convince them. Instead of chasing after approval, shift your focus inward. Pour your energy into growing, thriving, and becoming the best version of you. When you radiate confidence and live your life fully, people can't help but notice. And those who don't? They were never meant to see your worth in the first place. Remember, true value isn't proven, it's felt, and it's always demonstrated through actions, not persuasion. Mistake 7. Letting someone else's behavior determine your happiness. Letting someone else's behavior dictate your happiness is a dangerous trap. When someone pulls away, it's easy to let your emotions soar when they show interest and plummet when they don't. You might feel anxious when they ignore you and overjoyed when they finally pay attention. But here's the truth. When your mood depends on someone else's actions, you hand over control of your emotions. This leaves you vulnerable, unstable, and disconnected from your inner peace. The key? Reclaim your emotional independence. Your happiness should never hinge on someone else's attention or affection. Instead, pour your energy into building a life that excites and fulfills you from within. When you find joy and contentment in yourself, you'll stop chasing validation from others. Instead, you'll radiate a sense of self-assurance that makes you stronger, more attractive, and unshakable in any situation. Mistake 8. Fear of loss. Fear of loss is one of the most common mistakes that can unintentionally push someone away. This fear often leads to overthinking, clinginess, and desperate attempts to hold on. Ironically, these behaviors can turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy, bringing about the very outcome you're afraid of. The solution? Let go of the fear of loss. If someone chooses to leave, it's a reflection of their decision, not your worth. Your value isn't defined or diminished by someone else's choices. When you release this fear, you free yourself from anxiety and the urge to control outcomes beyond your reach. This shift allows you to act from a place of confidence and calmness, not impulsiveness or desperation. Avoiding these common mistakes helps you reclaim your power in relationships. Instead of chasing or constantly seeking reassurance, you focus inward, master your emotions, and let things unfold naturally. When you stop making these errors, you radiate an energy that's magnetic, a confidence, strength, and independence that's simply impossible to ignore. The no contact rule. A powerful way to reclaim your power and make them miss you. The no contact rule is one of the most effective strategies for regaining confidence and attraction in a relationship, especially when someone has become distant or lost interest. It's not about playing games or manipulation. It's about giving both parties the space to reflect and re-evaluate their feelings. When applied correctly, this approach allows you to focus on personal growth while giving the other person time to feel your absence. It can lead them to question their decision and appreciate what they had with you. What is the no contact rule? After a breakup or noticing emotional distance, you completely cut off all communication. No texting, no calls, no social media interactions, and no accidental meetups. This period typically lasts at least 30 days, but it can be adjusted based on the situation. Why does no contact work? When you're always available or constantly reaching out, the other person doesn't get a chance to experience life without you. Your presence can become taken for granted. Silence creates space. At first, they may feel relieved or assume they've moved on, but over time, your absence can create a sense of loss. They start to miss the connection, energy, and attention you once provided. No contact isn't just about making them miss you. This period is also an opportunity for self-healing and growth. You reconnect with your own life, pursue passions, and build self-worth without needing validation from others. Key things to remember. The no contact rule is not just a tactic to get someone back. It's a way to regain emotional balance and rebuild your inner strength. By focusing on personal development and independence, you'll naturally become more attractive, not just to them but to everyone around you. Final warning. During this time, resist the urge to check in, text, or respond to any messages they might send. Patience and self-control are crucial. When you take charge of your emotions and prioritize your own growth, you'll not only reclaim your power, but also create an irresistible sense of confidence and magnetism. Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in mastering your reactions. The no contact rule provides the perfect opportunity to practice this principle. Maintaining silence isn't just an exercise in emotional restraint. It's a way to project independence and confidence. When you choose not to reach out, you send a clear message that you don't rely on their validation. You demonstrate that you're fully capable of moving forward on your own. This silence creates space, reminding them that they don't have control over your emotions. It also shifts the power dynamic in the relationship. Instead of you waiting and seeking their attention, they'll begin to wonder where you've gone. They'll start to miss you and may even return with renewed interest. No contact isn't a passive move, it's a deliberate strategy, a powerful method for making them feel the impact of your absence. Rebuilding inner strength. During silence. The no-contact period is an opportunity to focus on personal growth and become the best version of yourself. If they return, they'll see someone who's not only emotionally stronger, but also more confident and attractive. This isn't about punishing them, it's about giving them space to appreciate your value. In your absence, they'll clearly feel what life is like without you, which often sparks a desire to reconnect. Staying focused. During no contact. Focusing on yourself can be challenging, especially when the urge to reconnect feels overwhelming. However, this phase is crucial for building emotional independence and self-worth. Key ways to stay focused. Prioritize fitness. Improve your health and appearance. Learn new skills. Invest in your career or hobbies to fuel growth. Pursue passion projects. Reignite your excitement for life and create inspiration. By channeling your energy into self-improvement, you avoid the temptation to reach out. Instead, you grow into a stronger, more confident, and attractive version of yourself. Leverage your support system. No contact can feel isolating at times, but surrounding yourself with positive influences is essential. Spend time with friends and family who remind you of your worth and make you feel loved and independent. New experiences and conversations can help you realize that your world isn't defined by one person. Reclaim control and build a better you. No contact isn't just about regaining control. It's about growing and evolving while creating the space for the other person to recognize your value. When you step away from the fear of loss and invest in yourself, you not only rebuild confidence, but also craft a life that's full and fulfilling. If they come back, they'll encounter a stronger, more magnetic version of you, someone who doesn't need validation to feel complete. And whether they return or not, you'll have created a life that's rich, balanced, and deeply satisfying. Patience and emotional control, turning pain into strength. Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes from focusing on what we can control, our actions and emotions. In difficult moments, patience and the ability to master our inner world become tools to help us overcome challenges and grow stronger. Time apart isn't just about them, it's about you. It's an opportunity to rebuild yourself from the pain and brokenness. What may feel like your worst experiences can actually become your greatest motivators for growth. Transforming pain into strength. Pain can leave you feeling empty, questioning your self-worth and vulnerable. But with the right mindset, pain doesn't have to mark the end. It can signal a new beginning, offering you a chance to rebuild and emerge stronger. Accept pain instead of running from it. The first step to transforming pain into strength is facing and accepting it. Instead of numbing your feelings through distractions, allow yourself to sit with your emotions. Acknowledge your sadness, anger, or disappointment without running away from them. As Stoics teach, emotions aren't enemies, they're teachers. Observe your feelings calmly, learn from them, and let them guide you rather than control you. Grow from within. Instead of dwelling on what's lost, redirect your energy toward self-improvement. Focus on enhancing physical health, strengthening your mind, pursuing passions and hobbies. When you focus on internal growth, you will become more confident and resilient. Stop depending on validation from others. Develop a natural magnetism that draws people back to you. Pain isn't the end. It's a launching pad for you to rise even higher. Stoicism reminds us that strength lies in controlling our responses and turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Face pain, learn from it, and use it as fuel. When you rise from the ashes of brokenness with a stronger heart and clearer mind, you don't just become more attractive, you build the life you truly deserve. Rebuilding yourself from brokenness. Healing begins when you accept pain instead of avoiding it. This allows you to understand what happened, recognize what needs to change, grow from the experience. Pain may create a void, but it also opens up space for you to rebuild from the ground up. Channel your energy into positive pursuits, career, health, passions, or personal goals. Investing in yourself doesn't just help you grow, it also helps you rediscover your core values outside of past relationships. When you focus on personal growth, pain stops being a burden and becomes the fuel for transformation. Pain doesn't define you, it refines you. Every failure and painful moment is an opportunity to build resilience. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." The obstacles you face can propel you forward if you view them as stepping stones rather than barriers. Reclaiming power from heartbreak. Turning heartbreak into strength means regaining control of your emotions and your life. Don't let loss or someone else's actions dictate your worth. Instead, rewrite your story by becoming a wiser, stronger, and more confident version of yourself. How to make them miss you. You don't need mind games or manipulation to make someone miss you. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Let them see that your presence is something special and irreplaceable. True attraction stems from confidence and independence. When you build a rich, fulfilling life, you not only draw attention, but also create a strong foundation for yourself. Pain, when handled correctly, becomes a source of power, not weakness. Practical steps to move forward. Create space. Stop reaching out or trying to maintain constant contact. Allow them to feel your absence. In the silence, they'll start to wonder where you are and why you're no longer giving them the attention they were used to. Curiosity naturally leads to longing. Focus on self-improvement. Invest your time in personal growth, career goals, fitness and health, personal passions, emotional well-being. Develop emotional independence. When they see you're not dependent on their attention or validation, it forces them to reevaluate your value. Emotional independence makes you magnetic. Mystery and confidence, keys to lasting attraction. Maintain mystery. Don't overshare. The less they know, the more they'll wonder and want to reconnect. Stay calm and confident when they reach out. Respond with confidence and poise. Avoid appearing too eager or emotional. Final thoughts. Mystery and emotional control allow you to maintain strength in any relationship. Show that you're happy on your own, but open to reconnecting, if it aligns with your values. By doing this, you become not just attractive, but deeply respected and valued. Stand your ground and set boundaries, the key to protecting your self-worth. Standing your ground is how you affirm your value after going through growth and healing. Whether someone comes back into your life or not, you've proven that you can thrive and be happy without depending on anyone else. True strength lies in how you handle their return, with calmness, confidence, and control. You determine how things move forward, rather than letting their actions or emotions dictate the outcome. Setting boundaries to reclaim your power. Boundaries aren't about controlling others. They're about protecting your emotional health, energy, and self-respect. Establishing clear boundaries shows that you respect yourself and expect the same from others. Why are boundaries important? Without boundaries, you risk being undervalued and hurt. Setting limits sends a clear message that you won't settle for less than you deserve. This not only reinforces your self-worth, but also commands respect from others. Examples of setting boundaries. If someone has been inconsistent or unreliable in the past, you might say, "I need consistency and honesty. If that's not possible, I won't continue investing my time." This statement reflects self-respect and sets expectations for how they need to behave if they want to stay in your life. It shows that your happiness doesn't depend on them. Emotional strength and consistency. Setting boundaries requires emotional strength. Some people may resist or test your limits, but the key is staying firm and refusing to let them shake your resolve. Stoicism teaches us that self-discipline is essential for maintaining inner peace. By enforcing your boundaries, you protect your self-esteem and demonstrate emotional maturity and resilience. Boundaries are for protection, not punishment. Remember, boundaries aren't about punishing others, they're about safeguarding your emotional space. They reinforce your self-worth and show that you deserve respect. Stand your ground, act with confidence and control, and make it clear that if someone wants to be in your life, they need to do so with sincerity and respect. This approach not only protects you, but also builds long-lasting and sustainable attraction. Never apologize for your boundaries. Your boundaries reflect your values and self-esteem. They don't need to be explained or justified to anyone. By setting and maintaining them, you naturally attract people who respect you and filter out those who don't. Setting boundaries is how you take back your power. No longer will you surrender control of your emotions or let others determine your worth. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about inviting the right ones in, under conditions that honor your standards. It's all about owning yourself. When you practice emotional detachment, avoid common mistakes and follow the no-contact rule, you reclaim your power. Instead of chasing or seeking validation, you focus on personal growth and establish firm boundaries. Your absence creates space, and it's within that space that others begin to feel your value. This isn't manipulation, it's self-respect. This approach isn't about manipulating or controlling others. It's about demonstrating your worth through actions, confidence, and self-respect. Take charge of your life and relationships. If you're ready to make this change and reclaim your power, hit that like button and comment below with "I'm in control." Thank you for joining us on this journey to discover the power of emotional control. Always remember, emotional control isn't about avoiding feelings or becoming numb. It's the art of staying grounded and honoring your self-worth, no matter what challenges life throws your way. If this video has given you valuable insights, don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to keep exploring topics on self-mastery, emotional growth, and timeless lessons from Stoic philosophy. True strength doesn't come from controlling the outside world. It comes from mastering your inner world. See you in the next video.